Hello and yokoso to another video and another season in the Land of the Rising Sun series with Ehime FC. My name is Riley, and in today's video, well, I have an apology. It was supposed to be the transfer special season review. Well, I skipped ahead a little too far, so the season review is gone. I don't know how to find it. As you can tell, I've skipped ahead like a month. Mostly because there's a huge gap. So I just wanted to skip ahead, and I thought I could go back, but I can't. So, yeah, that's kind of lame. But I apologize. We'll move on. We'll just jump right into this next season, which is great. I can go over the transfers that we've been able to do. Unfortunately, the board has given us like no money for the past 3 seasons, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, I guess 2 full seasons. We got £1 million for each transfer window. So here am I thinking, oh, we got promoted to J1. Our financial situation's pretty good. It's the best it's ever been. Well, turns out that we did not get that big of a budget. They say the original budget was 185. Well, that's kind of lame. So we've received the smallest budget, and we're tasked with rebuilding a squad to be better than last season, where we can hold our own against tougher opposition. So let's just jump into this. So this is all things that I skipped ahead with. Again, I apologize. But they're wanting us to play defensively solid football. Yikes, that's our issue. Play direct football, play counterattacking football, whatever. Sign players to sell for a profit. Use a stepping stone, whatever. And then right here. Finish in the relegation playoff. So, high hopes. High hopes for us. Emperor's Cup reached the 5th round, which unfortunately we got our second round draw, and we're facing a J1 side as well, so that sucks. And reached first round in the J League YBC Levion Cup. I don't know what this is, but we're in with these people. They're all J1 sides. So I don't know what the first round is, so I have to make it out of this. I don't really know. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm getting myself into with that. But I asked the board for a bunch of stuff. Improve our youth recruitment, they agreed. Improve training facilities, they agreed. I asked for another affiliate club, mostly because we don't have an under 23 or a reserve team of any sort. So we have a bunch of young guys that literally just sit on the bench and do nothing. They don't even get on the bench. They don't even get registered, so that's lame. And of course they came with, hey, we think we should increase the technical director's wages. What do you think? It's like, I don't know. I don't care. Do what you want. So anyways, they did what they wanted. That's what happened. Yeah. So this is what our current team depth chart looks like. I haven't really done a whole lot per se. Shimanga, Fujimoto, Masque. Did I bring in him? Yes, I did. Shunya Nagamatsu. Brought him in for this much money. I've kind of done the thing where I put a lot of the I made a few transfer moves, obviously. I had to. But they're kind of being done in the sense of our debt will probably be impacted. Like our transfer debt is $500,000, which is really not that much. Like we have this much. They're not giving us any. Our wage budget may increase a little bit. We still have this much money in the bank because I have been able to sell some players, so there's that. But it's still tricky. So let's just take a look here real quick. These are all just the loans. Kohei Hachikubo, he got sold, blah, blah, blah. This is just all of... Yeah, this is more or less what I wanted to see, because just how the season ends. Wait, what is this? Where are the players that I sold? Oh, here's one. Taiga Hata. I wasn't a huge fan of this one, but he wanted to leave. He wanted to go to Yamaguchi, and they offered a lot of money. $350,000. I can't say no to that. That Brazilian I brought in a long time ago, Rodolfo, he's never actually played in the side. He is off the books now, just with that small amount. Yuta Togashi, I sold him as well for $20,000. Wait, what? Did that happen at the end of the season? No, that just went through. That's old. I guess. I don't know. I don't remember that. Regardless, I sold a couple players. Not that many, though. And, yeah, players that I brought in. Let's go to the bottom. Naoki Yoshikawa. Kohei Tanabe. Kohei Tanabe. Yeah, 5-star potential ability player. Again, he was a freebie. Same with Fukui. Sato. Fujiwara. There's a lot of these free guys. Here's one, which... So the J1 League has the same rules when it comes to foreign players and how many of them you can allocate into your active squad and your game day squad. So that's troublesome for us because we brought him in on trial, Jal Victor, and he's great. If you look at his stats, he's got 14 pace. He's great up the left side and on the right side, so that is great for us. But he's 23 years old, Brazilian. He was free. He's played out a lot of different teams, whatever that, and he's valued at that much money. Like, he was a signing. I had to do it. I'd be crazy not to. But it puts me in an awkward situation because which international foreign player do I bench? Who do I relegate to no man's land? Tricky, I know. Obviously, you already saw Shunya Nakamatsu, 5-star potential. He's already 3. So there's that. I also brought in Bruno Michel, another Brazilian 23-year-old. I brought him in, and I immediately sent him out on loan. He was free, but he's off to Korea to play for them, so that is great for me. But as you can see, he's worth $300,000, and he can play like in any position. I more or less wanted him for one of these two, one of these 3 really, but hold on. Puppy got her bone stuck, or her bully stick rather. Anyways, so yeah, I brought him in. Whatever. I can't help myself. Our attack is not the issue, but I keep assigning attackers. And like, how I can't not play Jal Victor. Like, I have to play him. But it's like, who do I replace him with, right? Like, yikes. Because Admiral Musque is a solid player. I like him. He's good. He's done well for us. So it's like, I don't want to not play him. But they play the same position. And then we got Johnny. He's our best midfielder. Our other one. Wait, who is this? Oh, he is a guy who's on loan. He's on trial with us right now. Or is he on loan with us? I don't actually. No, he's on trial. I think. I don't know. I'm trying to sell Charles Dennis. Or Charlie Dennis, sorry. But no one's having it. I really want to get rid of him. I've been trying all different dollar allotments, but no one wants them, sadly enough. And then we go back to our defense, and like Nunez and Hughes are our 2 best defenders. I can't justify giving them up. So really, like, the only other option would be I don't want to do Johnny, though, either. He's a free guy. He's been a big part of our squad, but he's always suspended, it seems like. But like I'm leaning more towards Admiral Musque, which I don't like because I was hoping that he'd be able to play on the right side. Oh, another signing I brought in. This is a good one. Yeah, Takaharu Kondo. And I brought him in mostly because of this. 5-star potential also, so that is also fantastic. As you can tell, I paid a lot of money from, wow, J3 side Yokohama FC. When we started the save, they were in J1, and they have slowly declined. Sucks to be them. So like he has a lot of potential. He could be a really good player. He's currently operating at a J2 level. He's potential to be a J1 player. So it's like he could start in front of Admiral Musque. He could technically, and we should be fine. But it's like, do I want to? I don't know. Yeah, and I can't just like Koichi Yoshida. He'll be our playmaker in the middle. That's fine. That's great. But I've been trying to find him a partner, a Japanese partner, ideally, so I can move Johnny on. But that's tricky. I don't know. This is our dilemma. I hate this foreign player rule. It's so hard. And then like on left back, like our best player is 2.5 star. Like left back is still a weakness, and like go into a goal. Wakahara is 3 star with 4.5 star potential ability. So like he's got a lot of potential, and I think he'll be a good player. But it's like we're rolling into the toughest league in Japan, the 3rd toughest league in Asia, because it used to be lower, but now it's higher. It's 3rd. And yeah, this is the squad we're going with. Yikes. Because I don't think I have any other potential transfers. I've been scouring the frees, loans, anything for a midfielder. I'm going to keep looking. I'm hoping. Who is this? I don't remember him. Shogo Nakahara? Who the heck is this guy? I don't know who he is. He's a good... Did I offer him a contract? Is he coming in? I don't know who he is. And I don't know why we have him here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But regardless, we'll move forward with the squad we have. The window doesn't close until, I believe, the end of March. We have another month. So there's that. But we have a game to play. If you look on the schedule here, we have Monteiro Yamagata. They are the ones that won the league last season. We beat them the last time we faced them. We did win. But yeah, we played them away, and I'm nervous. I am nervous with the squad that we have. They're not 100% fit. We have suspended players still. Ugh. I didn't realize we had suspended players. What's that all about? I don't know. But let's jump to that match. We'll go from there. Here we go. So I elected to go with Zhao Victor over Admiral Musque for now. For now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not loving... Wait, where... the suspensions from last season carried over, which is super annoying because Koichi should be starting. Not Yamashita. Yamashita plays central midfield. Johnny. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to sell Johnny. I don't know what to do. I need another midfielder. That's what it comes down to. I need someone else that can play there. End of story. I have a lot of wingers. I have a lot of attackers. I don't have much midfield, and I don't have a lot of depth in our back 4. Left back, center back, in particular. So that's an issue. That's a big issue for me. But this is the squad. Why is Katayama Why isn't... Obviously, I'm going to go with Wakahara, not Katayama. Yikes, this is gonna be rough. I apologize in advance. This is gonna be rough. But let's start it off. We have Fujimoto up top. He is our main man. We've always had him. He's not getting younger, but look at that. Average rating. He's the only player that has had an average rating above 7 in all the seasons we played this game. You look at his goals, like really, that was before us. So he's had like 90, 80 something goals, whatever this amount is, 70 something goals in our time playing this game. That's fantastic. And then we're going to have Sugiura up front with him, who still has 4.5 star potential. That's great. And then we'll go with Ryoma Watanabe. He signed a new contract with us, so it's depth, right? Like there's no other way to really put it besides we needed him for depth. And João Victor on the right with Yamashita and Johnny. Yamashita was the 45. He wasn't even a freebie. He was a 45. He's not young either. It's 26 actually, and he's versatile. Okay, never mind. It's been a couple days, so I'm trying to convince myself that I made good choices. Nukui, Nunez, Yamakoshi, and Hughes. Nagata is still injured, so he is not obviously starting. Yamakochi will be starting in his place. Yeah, not a lot of depth there, so ignore that. And Wakahara in net. Let's jump in. Fingers crossed, boys. Fingers crossed. Let's get her done. Saigo made. Ganbare. Yeah, come on, lads. Show me what you can do. Pump fist and say it? I don't know. Here we are against Yamagata. That's the thing. Like, we're playing against a squad that just got promoted with us. They won the league, so they're better than us no matter what. But still, I think it's just a weird feeling. We're not even playing like a true... Nukui. Why would you do that within 2 minutes of the game starting? Oh, he missed. He missed. That was awesome. It wasn't even close. He missed. He sucks. Yeah, their XG's massive, but yeah. All right, Wakahara, let's go. Come on, boys. Wow, it's literally like the same highlight as before, except Miki should be running in. What defending is this? What nonsense is that? What is this? Nukui, clear it. Miki is back with the ball. Oh my gosh, look at their XG. 10 minutes in and it's already like 1.5. Oh, this is going to be a long season. Oh, Fujimoto steals the ball and he's going. He lacks pace, but he's got room and he shoots and the ball is deflected and gets cleared out of bounds. There we go. We had a chance. Not a great tactical chance or opportunity created by us. But whatever. No. Oh man, Nakamura to Nakamura. Here. Yikes. Okay. I have faith in us still. Our XG is 0.06. Theirs is 1.67. It's pretty much the same thing. Not that big of a difference. And there we go. We cleared it. João Victor, show us what you have. You got pace. You got Sugiura up there. He's got Fujimoto. And, oh, come on, dude. Oh, what? What was that? I would have preferred Sugiura to square the ball to Fujimoto, but... at least it hit the post. It didn't go super wide. Now here we go. João Victor. He puts it over. Nunez heads it into the net. One Brazilian to another. So as you can tell, I got a lot of Brazilians. I got 3 in my starting squad today. Yeah, that was sweet. The reason for that is Japan and Brazil. A lot of the scouts in Japan have relationships in Brazil. they're pretty connected. Oh, there we go. Penalty. As a country, there's actually, like, if you're going to Japan, probably not in touristy areas, but in a lot of more of the manufacturing strongholds of Japan, big companies like Kawasaki, for example. I say Kawasaki because I know that one, for example. But bigger companies like that, the automotive ones and what have you, they go to South America, especially Brazil, to try to find workers. And they bring them over, and from what I've heard, they don't always let them leave because they don't treat them right. Don't want to get too political or too whatever else, but that's what I've heard. I don't know anything about that besides what I've heard from people. But there are quite a few Brazilians in Japan. I would say, I don't have the stats on me or anything like that, but if you're looking at non-Asians in Japan, because there are Koreans, there are Chinese, people from China, people from Korea that live in Japan, but I would say when it comes to foreign workers outside of Asia, Brazil is probably the biggest one. Again, stat-wise, I don't know how true that is, but from my observations of talking to people and meeting people, that seemed to be the case. There seemed to be a lot of South Americans, more specifically Brazilians. I forget where that tangent was going, but essentially you get what I'm saying. There's a lot of Brazilians. There's a good relationship between Japan and Brazil. A lot of Brazilians. There's actually a decent Japanese population in Brazil from what I've also heard. Yeah. And in all my rambling, we are actually up 3-1 against Yamagata. J2 champions Yamagata, who just got fouled by Thiago Nunes. Oh, I hate this. Paulino. He's not going to miss. Nope. Right down the middle. All right. It's a ball game, folks. Second half, we're 3-2 against Yamagata. We're playing a lot better than I already assumed we would. But still. Disappointing that it's the fouls. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. All right. Enough rambling. Let's play football. 70th minute. Let's look at making a change here. Let's see who we got. Watanabe has been garbage, which is not surprising to me at all. So he's going to come off, and we're going to give our newcomer Kondo a go on the right wing, which I'm actually pretty excited about. I'm excited at his potential. I think he will be a great player, mostly because I like his pace. There aren't many players. Oh, look at all these yellow cards. Oh my goodness gracious. There isn't a lot of players in Japan that have pace, it seems. At least the players that I've been able to recruit or scout, not a lot of pace. That is definitely something that is lacking. Pace. So, it's nice to find a guy that has a lot of pace, acceleration, what have you. Let's throw some praise their way because they're a little bit nervous and whatnot. But now they're frustrated by the feedback. Gotta be kidding me. Johnny's doing jack squat, which is awesome. It's just what I want to see. Fujimoto will come off for Nagamatsu. Here we go. Noguchi to Nagamatsu. He goes across Sugiura. Kondo scores on his debut. That was amazing. We're up 4-2 with 5 minutes remaining in regular time. Excuse me. Noguchi to Nagamatsu. Back to Noguchi to Sugiura, who heads it on to Kondo for the goal. That is awesome. That is awesome. I was not expecting this result at all. I'm happy with it. I'm thrilled by it. But I was not expecting us to be competitive, especially after with how the game started. What I do worry about is the amount of yellow cards that I see on the field. That's an issue. Noguchi passes it up to Nagamatsu. Nagamatsu has Sugiura across. Yes, he does. And he's able to shoot it, but it is saved. We might have a good little partnership up ahead with our two young strikers. Two Japanese strikers at that. So that's awesome. Well, that was quite the match. I am very pleased. Very pleased by that. That was awesome. Yeah, let's carry on. I am curious how... Yeah, he scored on his debut. That was amazing. Not going to that. Except for pay increase. Sure, whatever. I am curious how... Oh, what's his name? Oh, yeah, it was Yamashita, right? The midfielder. I'm curious how he did. Because Koichi Yoshida should be coming back soon. Not that I want to replace Johnny. But maybe? I don't know. Oh, and these are our choices for affiliates. Definitely not that. Hokkaido Lower Division B. Ugh, pass. Matsuyama University. Hard pass. They're local, but they're not competitive. Levin Eraso NC. Shikoku League. I don't even know where they're based out of. Where are they based out of? It means nothing to me. That's not them. I don't know where they're based out of. And the last but not least is FC Osaka. Definitely FC Osaka. That is final answer. FC Osaka. Oh, does it say where? Affiliate club name. Well, yeah, we're close together, but where are they located? I don't know. Where are they located? Way far away. No, they're Hokkaido. Wait, what? A link between Ehime FC and Korea Football Club Garcia is seen as ideal. But Hokkaido is not in... They're an amateur team for one thing. And they're... I don't know what to tell you. You can't just say they're close. No, because Hokkaido is far away. It's not on Shikoku. I don't know where this one is. Final answer. I'm going with them. Recommend team. FC Osaka. Yeah, I don't care. There is only one answer, and that is FC Osaka. I'm not going with Hokkaido amateur team and Matsuyama University. Matsuyama Daigaku. Good university, but not one I'm going with. 9-year barren spell, having not won a competition. Nagai Stadium. Alright, that's fine. Alright, well, let's just go back to the schedule here. Let's see. We're just going to jump right into the next match, maybe against Shimizu S-Pulse. Yeah, let's try them. Sounds like fun. I just want to see what their last season was. Whatever, fine. I won't look at it. But anyways, let's jump to that game. Oh, it's been a busy couple days. Busy kind of couple days. Mostly because I'm trying to make some moves, make things happen. And we've been hit by the injury bug. Our prized off-season free signing of João Victor, he is out for up to 2 months. So that is very unfortunate. Current injuries, let's go to that. João Victor, twisted ankle, and 2 to 5 weeks. Okay, not as bad as I thought. Nukui, we already were struggling with just him. He's out for up to 3 weeks. Kohei Yamakoshi, 3 to 6 weeks. So that is fantastic. Kodai Nagata at least is supposed to be back in 1 to 3 days. So that is something. Puppy. Meet my 5 viewers. 5 is very optimistic, Riley. Anyways, hey. And then transfer history, I haven't brought anyone in, but I think I'm making some moves. I'm trying to get some people in, so fingers crossed. So I brought Musquave back. Ouch. No more puppy on my lap. I brought Musquave back, but because we have Johnny, Hughes, and Nunez and Shimanga. My assistant manager wants Musquet over Shimanga, but it's like, how can I not play Shimanga? He didn't play last game. I have to play him. He's a big part of the reason why we're here. So Fujimoto and Shimanga are going to resume their partnership up front. We're going to go with our inside forward attack with Yamashita, and our main man Kondo is going to be on the right with all the pace, with Koichi Yoshida and Johnny. Deep lying is preferred, but I need an advanced playmaker. And then Noguchi, because our replacement hasn't arrived yet, Nunez, Hato, and Hughes. I am less optimistic. Well, I wasn't even that optimistic about the last one, to be honest, but I'm a little bit nervous. Shimizu, I don't know much about them, actually. I know they're good. That is it. So yeah, let's jump right into it right off the bat. Looks like we're at our home stadium at least. There's that. Noguchi throws it to nobody. But Yoshida, who already has a booking. Johnny to Shimanga to Kondo. Kondo tries to go to Hughes, and Hughes passes back to Fujimoto. Fujimoto unable to connect, but he goes out for a corner. Oh, here we go. Noguchi crosses it. Not Hondo. Kondo's not able to do it. Hato gets it again. No XG because we haven't even shot on net yet. Neither have they, at least. So there's that. Looks like Shimizu. Yeah, they won their last game as well. Or their first game, rather. Their back four is unhappy. Yanagi. Not Unagi, which is eel. Yanagi. How is Yoshida already on a card? He's going to be suspended again. All right, here we go. Shimanga. Shimanga's got space to go. He's got Fujimoto. When he goes to Fujimoto, Fujimoto shoots and scores his first goal in the J1 League. I am pumped about that. I'm pumped for him. I'm pumped for this team. Pumped for me. And that pass by Shimanga. That's why he needs to be in the squad. He needs to be. Look at that. That vision. Look, perfect. And Fujimoto does not mess around and puts it in the back of the net. And we are up. We are up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy, as you may or may not have been able to guess already, but I am happy with this. Whew. So lots of football left to play. Yamashita to Yoshida. Yoshida to Shimanga, who's definitely offside. Like, I don't know how he could not be offside. Like he was legit just like cherry picking. Look at him. He's way offside. It's nice vision by Yoshida, but and like I get like he had to try it. Shimanga had to. Yeah. It was an opportunity. But here we go. Shimanga tries to go over the top, but Nagato looks like he's a little bit quicker than Shimanga. Shimanga's big and strong, but I guess he lacked a little bit of pace there. Maybe acceleration he lacked, I don't know. Regardless, here they come on their own little counterattack, and Wakahara gets beat. Oh, but it hits the post. But it's a free kick because they are offside. I'm happy with that. Must have been very marginal. Yamashita unable to recover the ball. Kawamoto, Augusto. Kondo's there, but he's unable to head it to anyone else. Kondo lacks size. He has got speed, but he's kind of like a Dan James that plays for United right now. Pacey player, but he lacks other essential footballing skills. Oh, Shimanga. Fujimoto again. What happened there? The ball like ricocheted off like 3 different players, but Fujimoto was there to pick up the pieces. That was amazing. And I am also very confused by what actually took place. Yeah, you're a good girl. It's okay. Just checking where the puppy is. She's sleeping. Oh, man. It's amazing. We did sell more season tickets this season than we have ever, which I know is very impressive. I think we sold like an extra like 700 or something. The stadium is packed. It's not packed. I don't know when it will be packed, if ever. So I didn't actually know this. If people watching this may or may not have already known, but I had no idea. Wakahara, I thought that was going in, but luckily you saved that. But I guess there's a Champions League for Asia. I had no idea. I am not a... Like, I know football, but I don't know outside of Europe. Like, I don't even know North American MLS. Like, I don't know. There's a Canadian Premier League. I don't know much about that. I know a couple of the teams' names. That's about it. Great goal, by the way. Just throw that out there. But yeah, there's an AFC, Asia Football Championship or something. I don't know how we get... I have to look into it a little bit more because I'm not sure how we actually get into it. I don't know if we have to place up here, maybe. That would actually make sense. If we place in the top 4, maybe we can play up into it. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that tournament works. If it's kind of like how the Champions League works, I'm not sure. But I'm definitely interested in wanting to find out. So there's that. I gotta take off Yoshida. He's doing jack squat. Kakinuma. Who is that? I don't even know. Anyways, the match is going well. I am very pleased with how the team is doing. I am going to make some changes, though. That is for sure. And Nunez is going to come off because I do not want him to be suspended. Ooh, Korai Nagata. He should get on there and get some minutes because he needs minutes. Even if it's just a couple minutes, he needs minutes. Here we go. It'd be nice if we can get a clean sheet. That would be good for everyone, but there's no way that's going to happen. Kawhi to Noguchi is able to stop that ball, though. Fujimoto has got the ball again. Ooh, look at that move he just pulled on the defender. Yeah, Fujimoto he's 29 years old. I don't want him to leave ever. I love him. He's a great player. You look him up in real life, Yoshiki Fujimoto. Not much is known about him. Doesn't have a Wikipedia page. And transfermarket.com, there's not much about him either. Here we go, last corner of the game, and nothing happens with it. Whistle should blow here. Johnny to Nagata. Nagata touched the ball. Yay, he had the last touch of the game. Well, that was amazing. Well done, lads. Good win for us. Yoku dekta. Sore wa subarashi. Look at that. FC Tokyo. They offered us the job. Look where they are. Pretty awesome. Goal differential. We're the highest. Like we're top of League One. Who would have thought? Yeah, you're going on loan. Yeah, that is awesome. And that was without João Victor. There we go. You're superb. Who is this? Kakinuma. He's a young guy. Ooh, he's a young midfielder with 4-star potential. I don't know who he is. Got him on a free transfer. He used to play... Yeah, he used to be with Yokohama F. Marinos. Then went on loan to Thailand, and then I picked him up. Yeah, he was on the list of players that... you know, at the end of the season, it's like these clubs are releasing these players. And it's usually like the big clubs. I picked up a few of those players because I'm not a big club. I'm not. And he was one of them. So that was fantastic. Well, I am surprisingly pleased with how this season has started. Of course, there's a lot of football we played. Anything could happen, but the start has been tremendous. I am very pleased. Very pleased. So I'm going to leave this video here. Oh, yeah. See? Kawasaki Frontale is who I play in the second round of the Emperor's Cup. Just curious where they're at. Kawasaki, they're at the bottom. Doesn't mean anything. 2 games in. Alright, so I'm going to leave this video, not match, here for today. Thank you so much for watching. In the next video, I think we are going to let's see. We're going to skip down to the Emperor's Cup, and we'll also play Shonan Belmar in the J-League Cup as well. I wonder, I don't know what this is. I don't know what the J-League, I need to look into it a little bit more. J1's a whole different ballgame for me. But yeah, we're going to skip ahead to beginning of April. So just get through the rest of March. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it goes well. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel. I definitely appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Mata.